Right, okay everybody. As you might know, I love my garden. I do my videos in our garden. But also, as a business, I run a company called Alan Jackson Plumbing and Heating, which is my own, just a one-man band. I'm gas safe registered, and I do many boiler installations, boiler repairs, flushing out systems to clean them, because most boiler faults are caused by dirty water. So by keeping your system clean, it helps reduce the breakdowns that you get and the cost of looking after your heating system. So I do not only do that, I also do full installations. But what I have noticed, or what I've read about lately, the average energy bill in the country is £1,420 a year. Now then, by reducing the temperature in your house by 1 degree, that can save you up to 10% of that bill. So it's quite a good saving. So what I do is, I do a lot of these. I do a thing called a programmable stat, a Siemens, and this is quite easy to install in the fact that it's wireless. So that there's no mess, there's no boards to get up or wire to put in. There's just a wire from your boiler to this particular little thing, goes by your boiler, which is called the receiver, and this goes in your hallway or wherever you want it, which is called the sender. And what it is basically is a room thermostat. But it's not only a room thermostat, it's a programmable room thermostat, which allows you to turn your boiler on and off automatically when you want. So you can set your temperature, and as I say, if you set your temperature 1 degree lower than what you've got it now, you could save yourself up to 10%. Now 10% of £1,420 is quite a lot of money, so it's worth thinking about. There's a lot of properties that don't have room thermostats. Now they should have, because it's by law basically that you should now have what's called a lockout to a boiler, which when the boiler reaches temperature, it shuts it off. Now it's got its own thermostat within the boiler, which obviously shuts it off when it reaches temperature. But sometimes it doesn't need to reach that temperature, because if the rooms in the house are up to temperature, there's no reason for your boiler to be on. Now then, if you put it in your hallway normally in most houses has the biggest air changes, because you're going in and out to the hall. If you go up the stairs, go to the toilet, go to the front door or whatever, that gets the biggest air changes. So if that room is up to temperature, every other room should be up to temperature. And that's why you have thermostatic rad valves on all the other rooms. You don't have it where you have this, because this controls a room, and it also controls the boiler. So if the room's up to temperature, it shuts it down. Now then, we've got a good deal going on at the moment with these. We're supplying and fitting them for £110, which actually is very, very good. It's very, very easy to use for the elderly. It's very, very simple. You control it by this. Up to the top, you can set your time on your clock, because it says clock there, and by adjusting it backwards and forwards. A1 is your first on for automatic. Again, you can adjust the time by that. A2 is first off. A3 is second on. A4 is off. You actually just go down to the little sun temperature there, and you put what temperature you want it to be at for you to shut your boiler down. 20, 24, depending on what you want. But as I say, if you reduce it by 1 degree to what you had it last year, you should make a saving. So the very, very easy thing, when you finish setting it, you put it down to run and leave it there. At the bottom, you've got your auto, which is automatic, which this controls your boiler at the times it's been set within there. The next one along is permanently on. The very end one is off. So it's very, very simple. Very, very simple for people to use. So I highly recommend this for most systems, to be honest with you. For like combis, I put it in the hall, no wiring to it, so it's very easy to install. So if you're interested,
feel free to email me on alan4gas@hotmail.com.